Hey, it's Sam, and I'm happy to be making this video to announce that I will be at the Sedona Vedic Astrology Conference November 21st through the 25th. It's in Sedona, Arizona, and I'll be one of the featured faculty. I'll be teaching a couple classes on the Sunday and Monday. That would be the 24th and the 25th. On the 24th, I'm teaching a class on the living sky and how to read transits in great depth. And then on Monday, there's a workshop, 6-hour workshop, where I'm going to be teaching on Tajika astrology and learning how to use that system in order to do Varshapal readings, which are the annual chart readings, and also things like Prajna, which is the art of answering a question, and different things. They're both derived from the system called Tajika astrology, which is when the Indian scientists mixed with the Persian astronomers and astrologers as well. Very unique approach. It's quite different than the Parashara system that most people use, and it's a fascinating mixture. And it'll also include a history lesson on the transmission of the zodiacs through the ancient world and all kinds of things. So again, it'll be an excellent time there in Sedona, Arizona, and of course I'll also be there with some of my esteemed colleagues, quite a few of the Vedic astrologers that you've heard of, also some other excellent yoga teachers such as Mas Vidal and other healers in other modalities. And so it's going to be a great time. I'll have a lot of my students will be there. I'll also have a table and a booth there with my books. I'm actually working on a couple books that I should also have finished by then, hopefully. So it'll be a great time to see you and to reconnect in beautiful Sedona, Arizona. I want to thank my friend Dennis Harness for inviting me again. And again, just a little bit of background on the two classes. The first one on the living sky and how to assess transits is going to be very powerful, because we're all used to looking at the dashas and the transits and trying to make accurate predictions, and we're not sure why something is happening. Is it because this planet just moved here, or is it because it's a dasha, or how do we make accurate predictions, especially by using the living sky, and how to really dial in the indications. And so I'm going to be showing things that you've probably not seen before, such as aspects by transit, again, planets in the sky, aspecting natal positions, also Raja Yogas by transit in the sky, and learning how transits and reading them also link up and sync up with the dasha cycles, and how transits operate within the dasha scheme and things like that. Now, it's a very powerful system, and frankly, in many ways, it's somewhat neglected in the standard sort of Parashari literature of Vedic astrology. We have the system that's called Gochara, but I find that that's a little bit lacking in ways, and I'm going to, again, really break that out. That living sky transits course really leads into the Tajika astrology approach, because you may know or you may not know, the Tajika system is very much based on transits. And again, this is how Western astrology works with a lot of precision. Much of Western astrology works because of the precise transit work. And so I'm going to be doing that kind of work in the Tajika workshop. Again, the Ithasol, Esarov, separating and applying aspects, and then all the different methods and ways to use those things in order to do Varshapal or annual chart readings, and also Prajna readings. So both of those classes will work together. You're going to get a great overall way to use transits and to measure the living sky. A lot of it is based on the principles that we will then carry into the next day with the Tajika astrology workshop, where you will learn the structure and the system of the interaction between the Persians and the Indians and the system that they developed, and how those things are applied to do Varshapal or annual chart readings, and also Art of a Question, which is called the Prajna charts. It's the same principles. So the first part will do like a history of how the zodiacs changed and were shared between Persia and India, then an overview of the Tajika system, and then we will show how those things are applied to do Varshapal or annual chart readings and also Prajna, because it's very similar principles. So we'll have a lot of case studies. Those who have worked with me or studied with me before know that I use a lot of case studies. You'll see it not just in theory, but in practice. This is why it's called applied Tajika astrology. You'll learn the structure and learn how to apply it, right? So again, I look forward to seeing you November 21st through the 25th. There'll also be plenty of time in Sedona to go out and walk in the vortexes and go into, vortex land. I'll be there with my books, my courses. So take care. Go ahead and register for the conference and for my Monday workshop. And we'll see you real soon.